What if humanity's greatest mysteries, our energy crises, the collapse of ancient civilizations, and the unexplained disappearances that punctuate history, were all connected by a single object? An artifact so powerful, so incomprehensible, that it could alter the destiny of our species. Imagine this: an ancient device capable of generating limitless energy, teleporting entire cities, and possibly even opening gateways to other worlds. This isn't the plot of a Hollywood blockbuster, it's the whisper of a legend, one that has surfaced in cryptic texts, forbidden archives, and the desperate testimonies of those who claim to have seen it. They call it the Ark of the Stars. But here's where it gets strange. Despite these recurring accounts, almost no one speaks of it openly. Why? Why has something with such immense implications for humanity's future been relegated to the realm of conspiracy and pseudoscience? Is it because it's a myth, or because it's real, and someone doesn't want you to know about it? Let's step back and examine the clues. For centuries, tales of celestial artifacts have echoed across cultures. The Sumerians, one of the first known civilizations, spoke of objects gifted by the gods, imbued with unimaginable power. The Mayans carved maps of the stars and beings they claimed descended from them, bringing knowledge and destruction. Even the Bible speaks of the Ark of the Covenant, an artifact described as holding divine energy so potent it could obliterate entire armies. Coincidences? Perhaps. But then there are the discoveries, the ones that defy explanation. In the 1970s, US and Soviet scientists reportedly stumbled upon a structure buried deep beneath the Antarctic ice. It was no ordinary structure, emitting electromagnetic pulses that scrambled their instruments and seemingly defied the laws of physics. This anomaly was quickly classified. To this day, its existence is denied, despite whispers from whistleblowers and leaked documents hinting otherwise. Half a world away, in the dense, uncharted jungles of the Amazon, explorers have uncovered ruins unlike any other. Carvings of celestial maps, so precise they rival modern technology, have been found alongside depictions of beings that do not appear human. Could these ruins be connected to the same forces behind the Ark? And then there are the disappearances. Entire populations, like the Mayans and the settlers of Roanoke, vanished without a trace. What if they didn't disappear but were transported? Could the Ark of the Stars, with its rumored ability to teleport entire civilizations, be the answer? Skeptics will tell you it's all coincidence, misinterpretation, or outright fabrication. But isn't that exactly what you'd expect if someone were trying to hide the truth? And the more you dig, the more you realize there are too many threads in this web to dismiss it outright. The question is not just whether the Ark exists. The question is, who or what created it? Some theorists believe the Ark is extraterrestrial in origin, a device left by advanced civilizations as a lifeline or a test for humanity. Others suggest it's not alien at all, but the work of an ancient human civilization that reached unimaginable technological heights before disappearing without a trace. And here's a chilling thought. What if the Ark isn't dormant? What if it's still active, its power controlled or concealed by governments, corporations, or shadowy organizations that fear what might happen if the truth came out? The implications are staggering. An artifact that could end humanity's dependence on fossil fuels overnight. A device that could render borders meaningless by teleporting populations in an instant. A technology so advanced it could either save us or destroy us. Ask yourself, why has no one told you about this? Why is there a veil of silence around these stories, these discoveries, these anomalies? Is it because they're too far-fetched? Or because they're too close to the truth? Let's not rush to conclusions. Instead, let's follow the evidence, piece by piece, story by story. From the cold, desolate reaches of Antarctica to the dense, mysterious jungles of the Amazon, from ancient carvings to classified government programs, we're going to uncover the truth about the Ark of the Stars. But be warned, the deeper you dig, the stranger it gets. Could the Ark be the key to our salvation? Or is it a Pandora's box, waiting for the wrong hands to open it? One thing is certain, this is a story too big to ignore, a mystery too profound to forget. So, are you ready to join me on this journey? Let's unravel the secrets of the Ark of the Stars before it's too late. Our journey begins in one of the most hostile and enigmatic places on Earth, Antarctica. A continent of ice and silence, it has long been a blank spot on humanity's map, a place where secrets could easily remain hidden. But in the early 1970s, something extraordinary reportedly happened there. According to leaked accounts from alleged whistleblowers, a joint expedition involving U.S. and Soviet scientists stumbled upon a colossal structure buried deep beneath the Antarctic ice. This wasn't just any structure, measuring hundreds of feet across and emitting electromagnetic pulses that rendered nearby equipment useless. It was unlike anything the team had ever encountered. The story goes that the moment this discovery was made, the mission's focus shifted entirely. Communication with the outside world was cut off, and armed personnel arrived to secure the site. Researchers who had been freely sharing their findings were now under orders to remain silent. What were they protecting? Some say the structure contained inscriptions, hieroglyphic-like carvings glowing faintly with a light source no one could identify. Others claim that when they tried to penetrate the structure, it reacted. Pulses of energy surged outward, causing blackouts in the surrounding area. Officially, none of this ever happened. The expedition was classified, and the scientists involved disappeared from public view. Some retired abruptly. Others moved to positions where their work was shielded from scrutiny. Rumors of a cover-up began to circulate, but without hard evidence, it was dismissed as yet another conspiracy theory. But Antarctica wasn't the only place where the Ark, or traces of it, seemed to appear. In the heart of the Amazon rainforest, explorers have uncovered carvings and artifacts that don't match any known civilization. Among these finds are massive stone tablets etched with star maps, showing constellations that would have been invisible to ancient peoples without advanced technology. Even stranger, some of the carvings depict humanoid figures accompanied by what look like spacecraft or energy beams. These discoveries have puzzled archaeologists for decades. Who created them? And why do they seem to suggest contact with beings from beyond our world? Then there are the anomalies closer to home. In 2018, a series of leaked satellite images from near Area 51 revealed what appeared to be a geometric object embedded in the desert, faintly glowing at night. While officials dismissed it as a natural geological formation, experts who analyzed the images noted an unnatural symmetry that defied any explanation. Could this be another piece of the puzzle? What connects these seemingly disparate locations? Could the Ark have been moved, or are there multiple arks hidden around the globe? And what about the disappearances? The Mayans, an advanced civilization that seemed to vanish overnight, left behind no evidence of war or famine. Could they have been transported elsewhere by a technology far beyond their time? The settlers of Roanoke, too, vanished without a trace, their colony abandoned as if in the middle of daily life. Even modern-day cases of entire crews disappearing from ships, like the infamous Mary Celeste, seem to echo this mysterious pattern. Skeptics argue that these events are unrelated, but the connections are hard to ignore. Over and over we find the same recurring themes: hidden knowledge, advanced technology, and the faint whispers of an artifact capable of extraordinary things. What if all of this, the ruins, the disappearances, the anomalies, points to a single truth? What if the Ark of the Stars is not a myth, but a hidden reality, one that has been deliberately obscured? In the next section, we'll delve into the theories surrounding the Ark's origin. Is it extraterrestrial, the remnants of a lost human civilization, or something even stranger? Whatever the answer, one thing is clear: the Ark, if it exists, could change everything we know about ourselves and our place in the universe. Are you ready to uncover the next layer of this mystery? Where did the Ark come from? If it exists, its origin could redefine everything we think we know, not just about the universe, but about our own existence. Some say the Ark isn't from Earth at all, that it's the creation of an extraterrestrial civilization far more advanced than our own. What if it's a tool, left here intentionally as a gift, or perhaps a test? For decades, space agencies have searched for evidence of life beyond our planet, scanning the stars for signs of intelligence. But what if the evidence isn't out there? What if it's been right here all along, hidden in plain sight? There's a theory that the Ark might be a seed device, a piece of alien technology designed to spark intelligent life or advance civilizations on promising planets. It's not a new idea. Cultures around the world have long told stories of gods descending from the heavens, bringing knowledge and tools to early humanity. Structures like the Great Pyramid of Giza or Stonehenge are so precise, so advanced for their time, that some believe they could only have been built with help from beings far beyond our understanding. Could those beings be the creators of the Ark? Or is the Ark something more ominous? Some theorists suggest it's a beacon, a device meant to signal its creators. If that's true, then we have to ask, what happens when they come back? But not everyone thinks the Ark is from another planet. There's a second theory, one that ventures even further into the unknown. What if the Ark isn't extraterrestrial but interdimensional? Scientists have long speculated about the existence of parallel dimensions, alternate realities that exist alongside our own. Recent experiments in quantum physics even suggest these dimensions might be more than just theoretical. If the Ark came from one of these hidden realms, it could explain its incredible abilities. Teleportation might not involve moving through physical space at all, but slipping between dimensions. Its energy source might tap into resources far beyond the limits of our universe. But that raises an unsettling possibility. If the Ark is a product of interdimensional beings, what do they want? Are they aware of us? And are we prepared for what might happen if they decide to interact with our reality? Then there's another possibility, one that doesn't involve aliens or parallel worlds. What if the Ark is entirely human? Not the work of our current civilization, but a remnant of one that existed long before recorded history. We like to think we know our past, but new discoveries suggest otherwise. Take Göbekli Tepe, an ancient site in Turkey that's thousands of years older than we thought complex societies could exist. Could there have been a civilization even older than that? One that was advanced enough to create something like the Ark, only to vanish without a trace. The Ark might be their greatest achievement, a piece of technology so powerful it defies explanation. But if that's true, we have to wonder, what happened to them? Did they destroy themselves trying to harness its power? Did they leave it behind as a legacy or a warning? And then there's a final, more unsettling idea. What if the Ark's origin is something we can't even begin to comprehend? Some scientists and philosophers believe our reality might be a simulation, a construct created by an unknown intelligence. If that's true, then the Ark might be a part of that design, a control mechanism, or even a way to manipulate the rules of our universe. Others think it could be a naturally occurring phenomenon, a kind of universal constant that appears wherever life emerges. These ideas are hard to process, but maybe that's the point. If the Ark is real, perhaps its true nature is beyond us, something humanity isn't ready to understand. Maybe that's why it's remained hidden, or why it's been kept from us. No matter its origin, the Ark represents one undeniable truth. If we ever find it, it will change everything. But it's not just its origin that raises questions. The Ark's rumored powers are so extraordinary that they could reshape our entire world overnight. Unlimited energy, instantaneous transportation, a device capable of connecting civilizations across the cosmos. But with power like that comes unimaginable risks. What is the Ark really capable of? And what happens if we unlock its secrets? The Ark of the Stars is not just a relic of mystery. It is said to be a device of unimaginable power. Its capabilities, if the accounts are true, could forever change the trajectory of humanity. But what exactly can it do? What makes this artifact so coveted and so feared? The first, and perhaps most astounding, claim about the Ark is its ability to generate unlimited energy. Imagine a power source that never depletes, a device capable of harnessing the energy of the universe itself. It sounds like science fiction, but theories like zero-point energy suggest it could be possible. Zero-point energy refers to the quantum fluctuations that exist even in a vacuum, a source of energy so vast it could power entire cities or even planets without pollution or depletion. Nikola Tesla once envisioned a world where wireless energy could be transmitted through the air, powering everything from homes to vehicles. His dream was never realized, but some believe the Ark operates on similar principles, only on a scale far beyond anything Tesla could have imagined. What would happen if such a device were unleashed? Would it end humanity's dependence on fossil fuels, solving the energy crisis overnight? Or would it become a tool of domination, controlled by the few at the expense of the many? But energy is only the beginning. The Ark is also said to have the ability to teleport not just objects, but entire civilizations. Think about the implications of that. Imagine stepping into one location and instantly appearing in another, no matter the distance. Theoretically, this could eliminate borders, revolutionize trade, and render transportation as we know it obsolete. And yet, the idea of teleportation is not as far-fetched as it seems. Scientists are already experimenting with quantum entanglement, a phenomenon where particles become so interconnected that the state of one instantly influences the other, no matter the distance. Could the Ark operate on similar principles? If it does, it might also explain some of the world's greatest mysteries. Take the Mayans, a civilization that seemed to vanish overnight, leaving behind monumental structures but no clear explanation for their disappearance. Could the Ark have been used to transport them somewhere else? The same questions surround the Roanoke colony, a settlement that disappeared without a trace, leaving behind only cryptic carvings. If the Ark is capable of teleportation, could these be examples of its use or misuse? And there's more. Some theories suggest the Ark could act as a communication device, not just across vast distances, but across time and dimensions. Quantum entanglement, again, offers a potential explanation. In theory, information could be transmitted instantaneously through entangled particles, bypassing the limitations of light-speed communication. This could make the Ark a kind of cosmic signal tower, capable of connecting civilizations across the stars, or even contacting its creators. But what if that's already happened? What if the Ark is still transmitting, its signals waiting to be answered? And if they are answered, who or what will respond? The potential of the Ark is staggering. Unlimited energy, instant transportation, a communication network that could span galaxies. It's no wonder stories of the Ark have persisted for so long. But with such power comes an equally great danger. What if we don't understand it? What if, in our attempts to harness the Ark, we trigger something catastrophic? Some believe that past civilizations, if they did possess the Ark, may have destroyed themselves trying to control it. Could we be on the same path? Or worse, what if the Ark isn't meant to be used at all? What if it's a Pandora's box, a trap designed to test whether a civilization is ready to wield its power? And what happens if we fail that test? The possibilities are endless, and the risks are enormous. But one thing is clear. The Ark is no ordinary artifact. It is a device of unparalleled power, one that could bring about an age of enlightenment, or an age of destruction. But the Ark doesn't just represent power. It holds a story, a legacy, and perhaps even a warning. To understand its full significance, we have to look to the past, to the parallels and hidden clues left behind by those who might have encountered it before. What did they know? What did they leave behind? The answers lie buried in history. To understand the Ark of the Stars, we must turn to history, not the sanitized accounts we read in textbooks, but the myths, artifacts, and whispers that seem to echo the same story across time and cultures. Could the Ark's existence be hidden in plain sight, its secrets encoded in the relics of our past? One of the most intriguing parallels is the Ark of the Covenant, a sacred artifact described in the Bible. Said to be a vessel of divine energy, the Ark of the Covenant was carried by the Israelites and reputedly capable of great feats, defeating armies, emitting destructive energy, and serving as a direct link to the heavens. The descriptions are eerily reminiscent of the powers attributed to the Ark of the Stars. Could these two arks be one and the same, or at least connected by the same technology or knowledge. And it's not just the Bible. Ancient Hindu texts like the Vedas describe celestial chariots, or vimanas, capable of traversing the heavens. These flying machines were said to be powered by advanced energy sources, and their descriptions include devastating weaponry. Could the Vedic accounts be referencing a civilization with access to technology similar to the Ark? Then there are the Mayans, whose codices and carvings depict celestial beings and star maps with astonishing precision. These were not simple drawings but sophisticated charts that align with modern astronomical observations. In fact, some researchers have pointed out that Mayan artifacts depict figures interacting with devices that could easily be interpreted as advanced technology. Were they chronicling their encounters with the Ark, or something like it? Even ancient Greece isn't free from the mystery. The Antikythera mechanism, discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of Greece, is often referred to as the world's first analog computer. This intricate device, built over 2,000 years ago, could predict astronomical events with incredible accuracy. It's a leap in technology that seems out of place for its time, raising the question, was it an isolated creation or evidence of a broader knowledge base, possibly influenced by the Ark's technology? The Baghdad battery, a simple but effective electrical device discovered in Iraq and dating back to around 200 BC, adds to the intrigue. Could these small, seemingly primitive artifacts be the remnants of a forgotten understanding of energy, a glimpse into humanity's interaction with technologies far older than we currently realize? Even our religious and cultural symbols hint at something deeper. From halos around divine figures to the celestial light emanating from angelic beings, the imagery often overlaps with descriptions of energy fields and radiant technology. Could these depictions be more than metaphor? Could they represent attempts to explain encounters with advanced devices, or even the Ark itself? Across these examples, one pattern emerges. Recurring motifs of objects or beings from the heavens bringing extraordinary power or knowledge to humanity. The stories are separated by geography, culture, and millennia, yet they share a common thread. What are the chances that this is all coincidence? But there's a darker side to these parallels. Many of these stories also warn of catastrophic consequences. The destruction of Atlantis, for instance, is said to have been caused by the misuse of powerful technology. The Mahabharata, an ancient Indian epic, describes wars waged with weapons so destructive they resemble modern accounts of nuclear explosions. If these stories are more than myth, they could be cautionary tales about the dangers of wielding powers we don't fully understand. And that brings us to the question of hidden clues. If the Ark exists, where is it now? Some theorists believe its location is encoded in ancient texts and maps, waiting to be uncovered by those who can decipher its secrets. Others think it has been deliberately hidden, protected by secret societies or governments who fear what might happen if its power were unleashed. One tantalizing theory suggests that the Ark is not stationary but has been moved throughout history, passed from one civilization to the next. This would explain the scattered traces of advanced knowledge and technology that appear across different cultures. Could it still be in motion today, hidden under layers of secrecy waiting to be rediscovered? The answers might lie buried beneath the sands of Egypt, deep in the jungles of the Amazon, or frozen under the Antarctic ice. Or they could be hidden in plain sight, cloaked in symbolism and myth, misunderstood by generations who lacked the tools to decode their true meaning. The Ark story is not just about power, it's about legacy. It connects our ancient past with our potential future, offering both a promise and a warning. But uncovering that story comes at a cost. If the Ark's secrets were intentionally hidden, it's worth asking why. Who benefits from keeping humanity in the dark? The deeper we dig, the closer we get to the truth, or the dangers that truth might hold. If the Ark exists, it could reshape our world in unimaginable ways. But what if that's exactly what someone is trying to prevent? In the next section, we'll confront the modern implications of the Ark. What does it mean for our world today, and why might it be the center of a global cover-up? If the Ark of the Stars is real, its implications are staggering. A device capable of generating limitless energy, teleporting civilizations, or acting as a bridge to other dimensions would be the single greatest discovery in human history. But with such immense potential comes immense risk, and that raises a troubling question. What if the Ark's greatest secret isn't its existence, but the lengths to which powerful forces have gone to keep it hidden? Throughout history, there have been whispers of clandestine efforts to locate and control artifacts of immense power. One such effort is Operation High Jump, a U.S. military expedition to Antarctica in 1946. Officially, the mission was to establish a research base, but rumors persist that the operation uncovered something extraordinary beneath the ice, something that triggered an immediate and sustained military presence in the region. Was it the Ark or part of it? Then there's Operation Paperclip, where the United States recruited German scientists after World War II. While officially intended to advance aerospace technology, some believe this program had another agenda, securing knowledge about advanced energy systems and devices possibly linked to extraterrestrial or ancient technologies. Could the Ark have been part of their classified research? The modern era offers its own set of mysteries. The Roswell incident in 1947 remains one of the most infamous UFO sightings in history. While the official explanation was a weather balloon, countless eyewitnesses reported strange metallic debris and non-human entities. What if Roswell wasn't about a crashed spacecraft at all, but about the retrieval or the protection of the Ark? And then there's Area 51, a site so shrouded in secrecy that its very name has become synonymous with conspiracy. While many believe it to be a testing ground for advanced military aircraft, leaked documents suggest the base may house not just alien technology, but an artifact of unparalleled power. Could it be the Ark, or a fragment of it? But the cover-up doesn't end with military operations. The manipulation of information has been just as critical in keeping the Ark's existence out of public consciousness. Consider the countless whistleblowers who have come forward with extraordinary claims. Scientists, pilots, even former government officials. Many have been discredited, silenced, or dismissed as conspiracy theorists. Is this merely skepticism at work, or a coordinated effort to suppress the truth? Even Hollywood might play a role. Films and television shows often present stories of alien artifacts and ancient technologies as fiction. But what if they're part of a broader strategy to discredit real events? By framing these ideas as entertainment, they create a cultural narrative where anyone who speaks about the Ark is dismissed as a fantasist. And yet, despite these efforts, traces of the Ark's impact remain. Some theorists argue that breakthroughs in energy, technology, communication, and quantum mechanics hint at research derived from the Ark, or attempts to replicate its capabilities. If true, this would mean that the Ark's influence has already shaped our world, even if its existence remains officially denied. But why hide it? Why not share a discovery that could revolutionize humanity? The answer, as always, lies in power. Whoever controls the Ark controls the future. Unlimited energy would upend the global economy. Instant transportation could erase borders and destabilize governments. Communication across dimensions could change the way we perceive reality itself. The stakes are simply too high for those in power to risk losing their grip. By keeping the Ark hidden, they maintain control over the status quo, ensuring that its potential remains locked away while they decide who, if anyone, should have access to it. But suppression comes with its own risks. The Ark is not an artifact to be ignored. If it exists, its power cannot be contained forever, and the longer it remains in the shadows, the greater the danger becomes, both from those who seek to exploit it and from the Ark itself. What if the Ark isn't dormant? What if its energy is building, its systems reacting to a world that doesn't yet understand it? Could the secrecy surrounding the Ark be not just about controlling its power, but about protecting humanity from something we're not ready to face? These questions are at the heart of the mystery. The Ark's existence, and its suppression, raises profound ethical and existential dilemmas. Who decides what knowledge we're ready for? Who has the right to wield such power? In the next section, we'll confront the skeptics. Not everyone believes in the Ark, and their arguments deserve scrutiny. But even skepticism can't explain every anomaly, every coincidence, every piece of the puzzle that points toward the arc of the stars. Not everyone is convinced the arc of the stars exists. Skeptics argue that the evidence is circumstantial, that the stories are myths, and that the connections between ancient artifacts, modern anomalies, and advanced technology are little more than coincidence. And while their points may seem compelling, they don't explain everything. Let's examine their arguments. First, there's the claim that the Ark is simply a myth, born from humanity's tendency to create stories about gods, divine objects, and supernatural forces. It's true that myths and legends have been a part of human culture since the beginning of time. But if the Ark is just a story, why do so many cultures, separated by time and geography, describe something so similar? Why do we find repeated references to celestial objects, advanced energy, and catastrophic consequences across civilizations that had no contact with one another? Critics also point to the lack of physical evidence. If the Ark is real, they ask, why hasn't it been found? It's a valid question, but is the absence of evidence proof of absence? Consider how many ancient sites and artifacts have been discovered only recently. Göbekli Tepe, for example, was buried for thousands of years before it was unearthed. If the Ark exists, could it be hidden beneath the ice of Antarctica, deep in the Amazon jungle, or even in the depths of the ocean? And then there's the question of eyewitness accounts. Skeptics argue that reports of the Ark and its powers are unreliable, the product of imagination, exaggeration, or even deliberate hoaxes. But some of these accounts come from credible sources: military personnel, scientists, and government insiders, who have nothing to gain and everything to lose by speaking out. Are all of them lying? Or could some of these accounts be genuine glimpses into a hidden truth? Another counterargument is the scientific implausibility of the Ark's abilities. Unlimited energy? Teleportation? Interdimensional communication? To many, these ideas sound impossible. But science has often turned the impossible into the possible. Once, the idea of flying was dismissed as fantasy. Today, we travel the world in hours. Once, splitting the atom seemed like a pipe dream. Today, it powers cities. Could the Ark represent the next leap in our understanding, a technology so advanced it appears magical by today's standards? Even skeptics must admit there are anomalies they can't explain. The Antikythera mechanism, the Baghdad battery, the precision of ancient star maps. Each of these challenges our understanding of what past civilizations were capable of. And while they might not prove the existence of the Ark, they leave open the possibility that humanity's history is far more complex than we realize. But perhaps the most compelling argument against the skeptics is this: if the Ark is a hoax, why the effort to discredit those who speak about it? Whistleblowers are silenced, evidence is classified, and stories are dismissed as conspiracy. If there's nothing to hide, why go to such lengths to bury it? Skepticism is healthy. It forces us to question, to demand evidence, and to separate fact from fiction. But skepticism should not become blindness. It should not dismiss the unexplained simply because it doesn't fit our current understanding. The Ark of the Stars might not exist in the way theorists claim. It might not be an alien device or a remnant of a lost civilization. But the anomalies, the patterns, the whispers, they point to something. And that something deserves investigation. In the end, the Ark is more than an artifact. It's a question about our past, our future, and our potential. What if it's real? What if it's waiting to be found? What would it mean for humanity to uncover its secrets, or to realize we've been living in its shadow all along? The truth about the Ark may not be clear, but one thing is certain: it forces us to confront the unknown. And in doing so, it reminds us of what it means to be human, to seek, to question, and to discover. The Ark of the Stars isn't just a story. It's a puzzle, a tantalizing possibility that threads through history, science, and myth. Whether it's an ancient artifact, an alien device, or something else entirely, its mystery compels us to ask the kinds of questions that push the boundaries of human understanding. If the Ark is real, why has it remained hidden? Why hasn't it changed our world? Or has it, in ways we don't yet recognize? Could its power be too great for humanity to wield responsibly? Or is its secrecy a reflection of a deeper truth, one that could shatter the way we see ourselves and our place in the cosmos? Throughout this journey, we've seen how fragments of the Ark story echo across time and space. Ancient carvings and legends, anomalies buried in ice, jungle, and desert, whistleblowers silenced and evidence suppressed. Each piece hints at a reality we can't quite grasp, a truth too profound or too dangerous for the light of day. But the Ark's mystery isn't just about power, it's about potential. If its secrets were unlocked, they could usher in an age of abundance, discovery, and connection. Unlimited energy to power the world. The ability to bridge distances instantly, erasing borders and uniting humanity. Communication across time and dimensions, linking us to civilizations we've only dreamed of. Or the Ark could be our undoing. History warns us of the consequences of hubris, of wielding tools we don't understand. Civilizations have fallen, technologies have backfired, and humanity has often paid the price for its ambition. What if the Ark is not a gift but a test? And what if failing that test means losing everything? But perhaps the most profound question is this: are we ready for the Ark? Are we ready to confront its truths, its challenges, and the responsibilities that come with it? Humanity has always been driven by curiosity, the need to push beyond the horizon. But the Ark's horizon might be farther, darker, and more complex than anything we've faced before. In the end, the Ark is more than a legend. It's a mirror. It reflects our hopes and fears, our ambition and caution, our capacity for greatness and our potential for destruction. It asks us to think, to question, to imagine a world where its power is real, and to decide what we would do if it were. So what do you think? Could the Ark of the Stars exist, hidden in the shadows, waiting to be found? Or is it simply a myth, a story born of humanity's boundless imagination? The answer, if it exists, might be out there, beneath the ice, among the stars, or perhaps right beneath our feet. The Ark's secrets may never be revealed. But the search for it reminds us of something vital: the power of curiosity, the drive to uncover the unknown, and the courage to face whatever truths we find. And so, the mystery of the Ark remains. But maybe, just maybe, that's exactly how it was meant to be.